Okay guys, welcome back to Grind Play. This is Ian and I am going and playing more of Overwatch. I did a video on Overwatch last week and it was my first impressions, and since then I have been playing a hell of a lot of this game. This game is a very easy game to pick up and play, and a much deeper game than I would have thought at first. Like, there is a lot that each character can do, certain strengths and weaknesses they have. So today I'm going to pick a certain character depending on what match I get. And I'm just going to kind of stick with them and say what I think their strengths and weaknesses are. So this one's Temple of Anubis. Defend. So I'm going to go with the easy option here and say I'll go with Bastion. A lot of people don't seem to go for Bastion too much in the higher levels because they think he's a bit, I don't know, a bit easy to kill possibly. He does a hell of a lot of damage, but once he's in a sentry form he's very easy to hit. So the secret with him is to try and find somewhere that's useful and know when to escape. So for anyone that hasn't played this game at all yet, usually you end up, well no, not usually, every time you go into a match, it's never a team deathmatch kind of scenario. This is a more of an objective kind of based game. So in this one, for instance, I'm on the defending team, so we have a minute to set up our defenses, and during that minute the other team are stuck in their base, and when they do eventually come out at the end of this minute, they have to make it to this point right here and stand in here for a certain amount of time without any of us contesting the place. And if they manage to keep that long enough and take that, then they move on to point B. So where's this guy going? Hanzo, some lad. So the attacking team are going to be coming out of this hangar over here. Oh, very quickly actually. I'm going to make a silly mistake and just drop myself right here. Ah, already got a kill. Good going. The only thing is everybody else is over there, and that was a silly thing for me to do. And there I go, I'm dead. Wasn't the best thing to do. You shouldn't really be on the offensive too much with Bastion. Like, it's best to kind of keep yourself in the back, or like kind of in an area where you know people will come into it. But at the same time, you have to be very careful that if they do come in, they could very well get you. I mean, you can mow down most people. A lot of people kind of complained when the game first came out, saying that, you know, Bastion was a bit overpowered because of this, you know, tank ability here that I've just gotten into, which tears apart anything that moves. But there are ways around it. And oh god damn. A very easy way of getting around it is if the person is to pick Genji, this fellow over here. He's got a deflect attack, which once you press it, everything that hits him pretty much gets deflected straight back. So if I'm firing like 200 bullets at Genji and he does a deflect, then I pretty much am firing them back at myself. So you have to be very careful of that. There is Hanzo's special. These oh, they've gotten point A. Okay. Not good. Okay, so someone's after putting up an ice wall there. It's very likely going to come up here on my left. I hope they don't. At least for a moment. Ah, me, bitch. Let's up out in the open. And she's frozen me. Now, when I first put on this game, like last week, I did like it, but I'm so used to playing shooters where you pretty much just have to, like, where you go straight into a team deathmatch and you pretty much just kill anyone that moves. It kind of took me a bit to get my head around, like, focusing entirely on the objective and letting that be focused. So in that time, I've managed to detach myself from my obsession with trying to get the highest amount of kills. I don't know what's happening to me. And yeah, like anytime if someone's overpowering you in this game, like, it's very, it doesn't take a lot of effort to just change your character, change your playstyle, just to counter them, because it really is very much like a paper rock series. Like everyone's got their strengths, but they also have someone that can counter that strength. We're just kind of holding these guys back here. As soon as they get through that door there, oh, there's someone else. Hello. No? Okay. Let's hope for the best. Now what will usually, oh, that's coming from me. What will usually happen is if they don't get the second point within a certain length of time, then we win. But if they happen to be in that point when it hits 0, it'll go into overtime. And once it's in overtime, all we can really do is try and clear them from the area, like that they're trying to capture. And if we clear them, then a little, like a thing just at the top of the screen, like just below the counter, will pretty much away from that. Will start to burn down, kind of like in a couple. Damn it. Sorry, the thing at the top will start counting down. It'll give us maybe 4 or 5 seconds, and if we've cleared the area for that length of time, once it's in overtime, then we win. But if they're capturing that point and manage to get it, then they will win. So there is a lot of very intense moments in this game where it goes into overtime and people have gotten like last minute wins, which is like one of my favorite parts about the game, really, because there's so many of those moments where everything is just going wrong, but in the last few minutes, in the last minute, the final time, like somebody starts getting everything right, and then you manage to crawl back and win. I'm making a silly mistake here. Oh, hold on a second, I've got power up. Okay, no. Anyone else that's been playing this will probably think I'm doing some very silly mistakes right now, but I'm trying to concentrate on commentary and what's going on at the same time, and it's actually proving quite difficult for me. Okay, so someone left. Little sentry there. May is an absolute nightmare. I'll say that. She's the character that's just after frozen, because she's creating these ice walls, and she can also freeze you with her gun, and once you're frozen with the gun, you are screwed. You are completely open to attack. But like, of course, there are ways of countering her, as I said earlier. But she's a surprisingly tough character to get. I should probably heal myself. So one of the powers that Bastion has, he can actually heal himself. Now, if anyone owns this on the PS4 and the Xbox One, only in the last couple of days they've released the update to give competitive play, or to bring competitive play online. So in order to get into competitive play, you have to be above level 25 and have a certain skill. Your skill rating has to be within 50 points, as far as I know, of the lowest person on your team. So that's kind of Blizzard's way of kind of keeping things as even as possible. Got that guy, which is quite handy. So like if you're starting off in, it seems like that. If you're starting off in competitive, you will have to go through 10 matches, as far as I know, just to kind of, so that the servers or the system will know like what kind of rating or ranking player you are, and that will more easily get you in matches that are more suited to your skill set, and that instead of putting you in with like someone that's like a world-class player, oh god, it kind of evens things out a bit, which I think is why it took a while for it to come out in console. Oh god, I'm dead. On consoles, but it was only released on PC last week as well, the competitive. I think it was up in the beta, but just some balancing issues that they were having, so they kind of took it down for when the main release came out, until they could find some sort of a workaround that was best suited and the fairest for everybody. Oh, that guy's a sneaky fecker. Well, they're doing well enough, because they have 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get. Hanzo, will you go ahead? get this point and we're not even letting them in the door. Because well, this tower right here is after freezing. That's May's special. Brilliant. I could not recommend this game more for anyone that's on the fence about getting it. It's like this is the most, like I don't have that much time for doing games really these days, but like this is a game that I feel like I feel myself making time to play. It's just like an insane amount of fun, extremely easy to pick up and quite difficult to master, but the more you play it, the more rewarding it seems to get, because you figure out systems, find things that work, things that don't work. Every so often you'll get a team that are actually very well synced, and oh, it's dangerous. I thought they were dragons for the longest time. Looks like they're wolves. And got me good. So I'm just checking out my stats here, and the bottom left it'll show you kind of like this game's version of the stats. Well, they're all stats for everything, but it'll give you like a medal system for how well you're doing in this particular match. So healing done. Getting a gold for that apparently. Oh god. Okay, that thing will tear through me, so I have to be very, very careful.
30 seconds remaining.
Here. Oh, got my power. That is how you completely waste the power. Oh, help me, help me. Usually, you know, in this kind of, particularly in one of these capture defend kind of game modes, which we've just won. Usually there'll be 2 rounds of it, so one team will be capturing in the first round and then they'll have to defend in the second round. I have a funny feeling that I just came in at the tail end of one because I just found a match. So there's already been one done, or the opposite side has been done. But yeah, very highly recommend this game. I'm hoping in the next video that I do, I'll pick a different character, like show what kind of strengths and weaknesses they have. But for this video, that is Bastion. Highly recommend getting Overwatch. It's currently available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. And for more gameplay videos, keep watching the channel, and we should have them up pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.